Taking a really quick sensation.
There is something wrong with this place. It's not just them. I can feel it. You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strip. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can buy this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage. Whoa. I help kids heal, learn, and grow.
I provide hope. I make an impact.
Ready for a career where you can make a difference and impact the lives of vulnerable youth? Then it's time to join our team at Cunningham Children's Home. We are hiring staff to provide care and supervision in our residential and educational programs. Full and part-time positions are available. Bilingual positions also needed. Cunningham Children's Home. Hope begins here. Visit cunninghamhome.org and click Join Our Team.
Who the hell is that? Week 12. What team is that?
Watch this short video.
Hey, what? Pioneers? Salt Lake City Pioneers. Apparently an expansion team took place at some point.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ah, come on, defense.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Down. 15, Ronnie. 51.
Shit.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A gain of 3, second down. On second down now, it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Defensively, they told us that... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
No, we're 1 minute into the second quarter.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some
I didn't know if I got that off in time.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg? and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exact, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 6 yards away, as they have taken the lead. And after working on it all week, they're able to punch it in from the goal line.
Nothing like good preparation and even better execution.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. He'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down.
Come on, did he get it?
He won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And it's a foot race. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Packers. How about that? Their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that foot. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this to Davante Adams. 13 yards, first down, Packers. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
Oh,
Hey,
snap.
watch the screen. Watch the screen. 61. Matchbox lights. Check. Check 52. Now.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts.
Excuse me.
Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Carolina Panthers. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, ready, 50, play.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Set, go.
On first down, it's Hines. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 4. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Ready?
Back to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about...
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter.
Right here, right here.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
2nd and 9 now. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Hines takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. The Vikings now heading onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You.
On second down, it's Hines, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field.
Here we go.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He'll pitch it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And again this time with the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Stepping up, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brett.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, the day's growing shorter, and folks in these parts gearing up for ski season, but we've got football to keep us busy right now from Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Ready up. 47. Check, 47. Watch the curl,
And an alley to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Set up. 15 line. 15 line. Tackle. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64. And officially, this one will go in the record books. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He pitches it, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He finds Humphreys. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Hines, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now back to throw, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Bronco defense comes up big. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by moves. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Back to throw now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Hines. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Go now. 60 or.
Check, 47. On the ball.
Snap.
On first down, it's Hines. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Let's go. Big series right here.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the capital of Utah, Salt Lake City. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Lions looking to get back over 500 and improve their record to 5-4. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Jalen Hurd, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get out to the Bay Area, see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Oh, shit, I had it muted the whole time.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Josh Rosen, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us.
Down. 50. Plant.
Squeeze, double.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, it's Hines. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is
so close.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw.
No! Oh, my God.
He ended up completes it to Callaway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Tackle made by Justin Evans. On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll drop to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me...
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Get it.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. This is Hines. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Hey, let's go. Get set.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh,
this is going
damn
to
it.
wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's taken in by Callaway. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the...
So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Hines. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. On first down, Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, baby. 94. Check, 47.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Alright, next time out will be against this Salt Lake City Pioneers. Alright, later. Go Blue. Thanks for watching.